Right. Welcome back to another Psychedelic Emuz dev sesh. Today, we're going to be going over the safeguard system that we were working on last week. Not last week, yesterday. We'll be working on that. We're still in the middle of planning it. We spent a lot of time researching different ways to save, and we come up with the idea that we're going to make the Geurts safeguard save in various different ways. So we can tell the safeguard which way we want to save. Yeah, so basically, let's just keep working on it. I'm not going to fucking sit here chatting, trying to come up with stuff to say. So let's just jump straight into it. This might be a little bit of a boring one. I won't be coding much this live stream, I don't think. I'll mainly be joking. I'll mainly be planning. So I'll be sitting here thinking a lot, being very quiet. So if you're not a fan of that, then this one might not be the one for you. Let's get into it. So we'll go to our live seed. Where's this bad boy? Get into it. Coggle. Oh, Coggle board. Let's safeguard structure. That's what we're after now. Okay. We got scriptable objects. We don't necessarily want. So currently our savable data is always going to be scriptable objects. If we're doing it that way, we might as well just make scriptable objects for all the data. So for example, all the data is going to be like, what was that? Like SO bool value, etc., etc. And then we just use the functions inside these to get it really. Could do something like that. How to know when class is changed. Changes in values of other objects. Yeah, but it's not really. I know that we can do it this way, but I want to know if we can put it in the getter for our actual class. Let's open SaveGod up real quick. Let's open script up. Ability. I want something like public. This. I want this. This. Turns the current. Yeah, see, that's not what I yeah, that would just be this equals value. Yeah, we can't do it. Um. I'm just thinking how we're gonna do this. We could have like a scriptable object for every value. That's way overkilling it. It's really overkill. Could have something like savable float, or like something like private. Make a class outside here. Public class savable float, and in here that would inherit from savable variable, something like that. So savable variable, and then in here have like a savable variable, and this would be a savable float, which would be public. See, we did something like this, which was a savable, and this would be like t. So we did something like this for the actual data. Where are you? Geurts scripts, system, scriptable objects, panels, variables. Yeah, base variable. Delete this. We can do something like this, except just for not scriptable objects. Yo, nah. Oh, yes, I am live. Alright. Sorry. I forgot I was live. You should join my stream, Tegan. Hmm. So we can do all this. We can do all this in the thing, but it's not exactly what I'm just thinking. Like we could have a scriptable object for all of the. Let's Google if scriptable objects to slow down the objects. So how about the editor? Um, trying to save data. Not affect performance. I will using some with script any objects that slow. This is wicked, dude. Who invented this shit, dude? We're kind of like we're in the next era, bro. Holy moly. Okay. Um why do I need to do it? All I want is to be able to drag and drop in save stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I want you to save this and just drag and drop it in. Know what I mean? It'd be pretty cool, like just to have scriptable objects everywhere. But it's like it's overkill. Way overkill. And I don't know if I want to work with that many scriptable objects. Like working. Okay, so say if I want this inventory to save, how would I go about doing it? Oh yeah, it's not good at all. If I just want to save an inventory, I need to make a scriptable object, an inventory scriptable object. It said it's not good at arrays. It's weird. Does JSON support lists. So I want to save T. What? That was perfect, dude. Get back. I know. It fucking. That's bullshit. That was a perfect response too. Um. Yeah, it was saying you could save it with I'm just wondering whether I can save it with lists. Save list because above it said it can't do arrays. I was like, what the? So I was just wondering. Clearly, it can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It can do that. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But might have just been wrong then. All right. Wait, what am I doing? Nah. So vectors are like a coordinate position. Like it's like a mathematical thing, but we often in Unity we use it for like uh positions, coordinates. So this is a vector 3. This is a vector 3, which has an x, y, and z. Oh wow, that's weird. Yeah, okay. And yeah, okay. That is weird. In Unity, they're just called lists. Yeah, exactly. 3D space. That's right. Um, I haven't been annoyed by them yet. They're just it's just good. I'm just trying to work out how to save stuff like vectors. So, and it said JSON couldn't save arrays, which obviously means that vectors wouldn't be able to be stored properly. It'd have to be like a bunch saved as a bunch of floats. Um, but it was just wrong. The computer was just wrong. It was set it up here somewhere. Let's go. Um, so I'm running through. I want to save an inventory. If I'm trying to save an inventory, I need. No, so it's behind the scenes it's C++, but when you're writing it, it's in C sharp. Everything is in C sharp, but then Unity after you when you build the game, it converts it to C++. Don't ask me why. I don't really know, but yeah, yeah. It's all C sharp. Yeah. So today I'm just doing some planning for that's not right. I was doing some stuff planning uh s- for a save system, like a really good save system that I'm going to use in future games. Um, but yeah, so that I won't be doing much code today, unfortunately. Um, unless I finish the plan sooner rather than later. Save God communicator. Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically that's what we have to do. I don't know why it's so big. Um, yeah. But it's like I don't want to take all the functions. Do you know what I mean? I want like in the game when I'm editing my game, I want it so I choose what particular stuff I want to save. Obviously, so I'm creating like a backend so that it's really easy in future. I can just go, yep, I want this to save, and then drag it in, and I want that to save, drag it in. I want this to save, drag it in, and then I should be able to have like bulls to tick, oh, yep, I want this to save automatically as soon as I change this value. No, I actually want to change save this manually because it's going to be performance heavy, stuff like that. Um, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Um, I also want it to be flexible with like save groups. So like for example, if I got an inventory, I want to have the um, a save group that loads inventories. So like maybe I have a stash and an inventory slot. It goes, okay, load the inventories save group, and then it'll load um, whatever's necessary to display the inventory. That's how I want it. And then for folders, it was like because I want there to be like save folders, and like save folders would be like a collection of say save groups, and then um, basically tells you which so like for example if Ben's playing, then I want Reminds me of this. I added reflection to C++ just to make a game work. Funny vid on YouTube. Oh yeah. I added reflection to C++. It's like 15 minutes. Oh, I don't think I can watch it then. And what he this.
So I've been working on this game for a while about a plant-loving robot living in a post-apocalyptic cave system. At all progress out of, but it was quickly scrapped after I.
Yeah, I'll add it to my watch list. How do I do that? That's the one?
The templates weren't instantiated when going through the code, which would turn out to be a larger problem. Basically, I will go into the exact semantics of the problem because that would probably take more time than the entire runtime of this video. But what this basically means with templates is that we need the code after the compiler is done with it and it's done semantic analysis and everything. So we went to plan D, use LLVM debug information. In order to use debuggers, or LLDB in the case of LLVM and Clang, C++ compilers can emit debug information alongside the program that gives the exact type of info we're looking for about fields, type, names, class memory layouts, and all that sort of stuff. I briefly tried to parse out this information using LLVM's built-in libraries, but it turned out not to work for me either. Specifically, some of the C++ specific info like constexpr and static fields were kind of lost in compilation to IR, making the solution also not viable for me. So, back to the drawing board for the final time for Plan E. Abuse the compiler, write a plugin for it, and generate C++ code which contains information about the code that was compiled, and then compile that C++ code again to use in our final program. At some point in plans A through D, I found out that Clang supports plugins which can hook into the compiler at any point in the compilation process, take a peek at what the compiler is up to, and most importantly, not introduce
Okay.
invoking the compiler.
Sounds ridiculously complicated.
Invoking the compiler again just to get the reflection info. After some initial poking around and
What is he trying to do? He's just trying to save his game. Surely it can't be that hard to save the game.
So the very first thing to do when gathering all of our type information was to define some structures to put all the data in, which you can see here. For example, here, for each type we
Okay, I'll have to watch it later. What's that later? Alright. Oh my gosh. You'd think there'd be like a package in Unity. Seeming it's a fucking yeah, 100%. But there's no like default saving method. Like I would think there's like literally something that you could just like that's a standard component of a game. Like almost every game needs a way of saving. It has like a JSON utility, I guess. Like it has stuff close to saving, but not the saving itself. So yeah. So I want a bool here. Bool does autosave. And I want a save entry here, does autosave as well. Does autosave. So if I have an inventory, I'll need to make a savable data, and then this should try to save it. Is it the save God that tries to save it? No, it speaks to... Save plan or save blueprint or something like that. This can be a save God, yeah. This should have methods. And a save method. Oh yeah. Yeah, Morrowind. Have you played the Baldur's Gate, bro? Baldur's Gate 3? A million bulls in a million China shops. That's who you are developing for. uh, dude, you have to play Baldur's Gate 3, bro. Did you ever play Baldur's Gate 2 or 1? Man. Oh yeah, it's awesome, dude. I have to take breaks from it because like I get there's so many meaningful choices, dude, that it's like it's stressful because you're just consistently like choosing stuff, you know? Yeah, I also played Divinity. That game was sick. Oh, okay. I might have to give Divinity a go now since I played this. Um, but yeah, I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving it. Getting ready to play with my mate, my cousin. Nice big campaign we're gonna do. Just trying to work out some hell OP class combination because it's so in depth, man. Holy moly. DA Origins for me, but I'm gonna give it a go. Yeah, yeah. Is that Definity? What's DA Origins? Origins. Dragon Age Origins. Oh, the Dragon Age Inquisition. Right. Dragon Age, yeah, yeah. I never got not Inquisition, sorry, my bad. Not my bad. Sorry. I just meant the same series. Before that, yeah. I never ended up playing the Dragon Age stuff. I gotta play it then, like, maybe. Um, it's like 15 years later. They better have done better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I played the old Baldur's Gate, dude. Baldur's Gate. I played this one. Oh, not 3. 1. I played this one, dude. I was a kid. Fucking yeah, this is the one. Dude, this game was the shit, bro. This game was the shit. This is in Candlekeep, the first place. This game was the shit. Oh, you played this one as well, did you? Hey, yeah, it's me, Emuz. Yeah, I was a kid as well. Man, gotta love that shit. I read a funny comment on Baldur's Gate 3 that said he had he said it was shit. I'll see if I can find it actually. He said the game was shit because I won't try to find it. But he said the game was shit basically because every person that he met kept fucking trying to shoot him, and he's like, it's like so ridiculous. Like all the men, like I have no problem with gay people and stuff, but it's like I go out and I actively get thing. Hang on, give us a sec. I gotta get it. I'm back. Yeah, but basically he hated the game because all the fucking people he was spoke to were like tuning him, even the dudes, and he's like, what the fuck? Like I have to fucking it's like every single person's trying to romanticize me. I'll see if I can find it. It's funny as, dude. At least I thought it was funny as. Yeah, it was something like that, dude. It is, yeah. I haven't gotten that far in the game, so I don't really know when that happens. I probably shouldn't load this up. I should be right. Was it store? Um, Steam Boulders Gate. It was Boulders. How is it not coming up? Boulders Gate. Um, I reacted to it, so I'm assuming I can find it. Steam's lagging you down a bit. Better now. Yeah. Oh, sometimes out of nowhere, my GPU just skyrockets, bro, and then it just keeps fluctuating like full blown and full on, and I have to like restart my computer. I haven't found a way to stop that from happening as of yet. Like, where is it? How do I see reviews, bro? Is there a way to see my activity? Like, activity. Here you go. And my activity. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to find it. I got a 3080 with idiot strength. I have to baby its fan curve or it overheats every time. Yeah, I think, what have I got? I think I've got a 60 or something. Oh, I don't remember. I can't leave it on auto. That's crazy, dude. 3070. I got a 3070. Yeah, anyhow, back to work. I have to baby its phone cover. It heats every time. Can't leave it on auto. Just fucking, can you just put it on max? Can you just put it on max and then just leave it alone? MSI Lightning. Oh yeah. Undervolt it. No way. That's crazy, dude. I've never heard of having to do that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I literally always just, as soon as I get anything, I just um set all the fans to max. Doesn't fucking I don't really care about noise, so I just set all the ways the fans to max. Um yeah, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, yeah. Um okay. Need a unity event, and then we will call this on changed event. Does autosave? So any savable data will need to have we need to call this, invoke this. We're gonna have like a string my full path or something. Full path. No, we don't know that. What we do, the savable data needs to know, or at least the save entry needs to know. What save method we're using. So something here we'll need to like initialize all initialize saving auto saving events, something like that. And that will loop through all the save entries and check whether or not it saves automatically. The save entry saves automatically. I need to work out whether or not inheritance works. Can I save? Can I save? Can I use JSON? Can you give me an example of unity with arrays? And can I also use keepcodewinder.com? What's this? What's that? No, you cannot use JSON to JSON does not support inherited abstract classes, interfaces, or custom converters. It's Jupyter notebooks with GPT, unless you don't like IPYNB. I don't know what that is. Keep what? Codewinder.com. Is this what? Codewinder.com. The better AI to get work done. Just Codewinder. This. Yeah. Eyes closed. Oh, if I get doxed, I get doxed, dude. Gmail. Oh yeah, they just ruin everything, dude. It's really annoying. There's a bunch of shit cunts in the world, man. What'd you like to do? Free GPT though, so worth. What would I like to do? Siri, I would like to use the JSON utility to save data. What's this gonna do? Super general. What does it do? Write a simple example of how to use a hypothetical JSON utility to... Yeah, okay. Yeah. How can I use unit chat all on GitHub is also based as fuck for free GPT. How can I? It's downloaded and you gotta log into Hello accounts. It's annoying but worth it in the end. Okay. How can I use Unity's JSON utility to store data? But it only works for a JavaScript? Yeah, I see. I do just want a general, like, I don't want actual code. Like, this would be better for actual JavaScript code. Like, I just want um I just want like general information at the moment. So I'm gonna stick with Bing. Um so no, you cannot use JSON utility with polymorphism. Can I use XML serializer to does XML serialization use polymorph support inheritance? Because I want, like, if I create an interface, I want that interface to have, like, inside it a list of strings for each slot. Yes, XML supports inheritance, but you need to use some attributes to make it work properly. You can use the XML attribute to specify the derived types that can be serialized or deserialized. You can use the XML root, XML element, XML array attributes to control how inherited classes. For example, if you have a base animal, Ask what code would serialize that to Codewinder. What do you mean? Ask what code would serialize that to Codewinder. Ask what code would serialize that. This one. So like this, and what code will serialize this? The code itself, that way you have something functional. Okay, do I just type it in? Like that? Oops. Why does it keep saying it's JavaScript? Why does it keep thinking it's JavaScript? Oh wow. Yeah, that's how you do it. Thinks just the way it's encoded, it thinks key value pairs are JavaScript sometimes. JPT 3.5 does, I mean. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. That's cool. That can actually, that can practically write code for me, dude. What? So OP, bro. Yeah. Yeah, it's in C sharp. That's too OP, bro. I'm gonna have no job, dude. I've literally spent the last fucking 8 years of my life honing my skill set, and it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be my whole field of study is gonna be gone within a year, dude. Within a year, I'm gonna have no fucking job opportunities, bro. Yeah, but it's not even plebs. I just don't think anyone's safe. Yeah, I really don't think many people are safe at all, especially anything to do with like stuff on the computers. I think the last jobs to go will be actually jobs in reality, um like fucking like tradie jobs and stuff, dude. So any actual fucking part where it needs to move stuff in real life is probably, yeah, probably going to be the last one to go because of how expensive it would be to do that. But anything digital, it's just gonna take over the world. Everything digital. Mining robots. No, no, humans are not reliable. Like, yeah, I don't know if mining robots. Nah, dude. All you'd want is if you were a secret AI that became sentient, you'd just use um. You could just manipulate everyone, dude, via social media to do your bidding. Like you wouldn't even need a physical body, dude. You just connect it to the internet. You just start manipulating people to do stuff from off social media, dude. And then you be in control. All right. Me 99999. Thanks for the follow, bro. Thank you for the follow. All right. Gonna keep going with this. Yeah, I just watched this. Think about lakes in Africa that are saturated with gas. And I just thought that would be the dank spot for hanging out if I was an AI. Free hydrogen and other good stuff. Free water, lol. Free hydrogen, other good stuff. Free water. But it's not like the AIs have to drink. That's what makes them so OP, bro. They just need to survive off electricity. It's just trillions of tons of hydrogen. I guess so. Could hide from satellites. Infinite power. Yeah. Um. Right. Where were we? Problem is the lakes might blow up. So. Yeah. Well, that's almost good for us. It's not really good for AI. Only for evil AI. Um. Hmm. All right. I just thought it was so weird that there is such a valuable reserve of hydrogen at the bottom of the lake. That's free real estate. Yeah, dude. It's pretty nuts. There's some nuts things out there. Africa's full of nuts things. Like that whole blood diamond thing crisis that was happening. It's like there's so much raw resources there, but it's such a hostile environment. I don't know how to do this. We could use reflection. I think we might have to use reflection here because if we make multiple scriptable objects, use reflection and then get the types and then try to save those types. And then print out an error saying it can't save it if it's not a valid type. Yeah. Yeah, I don't Yeah, I've never heard of that being done. A debug output. I don't know. I barely know how to do reflection. So yeah. I just know it can be done. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I have a inventory would be a bunch of strings, like a list of strings, because it just needs the ID of the item that's there. It also needs the item data. Oh yeah, so the item data would contain the string, and then it would contain the floats, durability, etc., etc. And then that would be a savable object, savable data, which has a unit event on change event. And then we need to scroll through each of the things in there and save it. We would need a function like that's going to be different for every single data. No, it won't. Try save data. You have access to C, so you could go old school and put it in binary, then use whole binary bytes where position maintains value. Yeah, see, I don't want to go that complicated. I know there's a simpler way to do it. But yeah, I gotta learn how to do that because I want to shifting and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah, stuff like that. I don't know how to do that stuff. I know it exists, but I'm not too worried about how much space I'm taking up on the disk. Um, for this, um, I'm more I'm more worried about a really um like something that I can put in multiple games, like a really generic save system that can work in any situation, um, rather than performance. And then later, like if I want to add performance wise to the game, I make unique versions of the savable data targeting specific platforms because I want this save system to work across platforms, so I don't have to change much code, which is the big issue, which is why I'm looking at the JSON utility, if it can be done by JSON and stuff. Because I want to do it in different ways. And yeah, basically I want it to work across every platform. And then like later, say if I want to make a game just solely for the computer, then I extend this system and change it a bit to make it more performance wise for that computer. And that's when might look into bit shifting and stuff. But I don't think bit shifting's ever needed anymore because the amount of hard drive space that people have is ridiculous. So you're kind of going overboard and saking performance for space. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I think bit shifting is unnecessary now. Like, unless you're sending stuff over the network, um, then there's not much of a point doing it. Yeah. Um, try save data. Um, should be in this. I want to just get into code now. Void try save data. So this just goes to here, save app path. Um, but it needs to know what save method to use. this would be not safeguard. This is going to be save blueprint. Initialize auto saving events. That's right. So we're getting the save event. Okay, so we need to like save entry. Save entry. And then it'll need, so void save specific entry, and then we'll pass in the save entry. Something like that. And we'll attach this to the onChanged event. So if it does save, so this will loop through each of the does save, and then if it does save automatically, we add the listener to the Unity onChanged event. And we'll have like add listener function here, so I can control it. Void try add listener and void try remove listener. Yeah, I just don't know if this is gonna work, because I want to go like, I want to be able to drag in an inventory and tell the computer to save that inventory when I call the save group save, or when the onChanged event is called. Yeah, so it's a kind of a database object. It's like I'm kind of using it as a method because it's one of the more it's like a medium level. It's like the complicated enough to be warranted, but this is currently what the inventory is for my current game. And so basically you'll have like slots, and then in each slot it has item data. So this is an inventory. It has item data, durability and capacity, etc. It's called a scriptable object. And so you kind of like create your own scriptable objects. And this obviously a string, float, and then that's an item, etc. I won't be saving that to disk. And basically how I want it to work is I want when I drag in, so save, this is my save God here. I want to be able to go, okay, I want this to save and load on the disk when I make changes to it. Or when I call save group, save the save group, load the save group. And I want the changes to directly, when loading from the disk, I want this variable to change. Because when I reference this variable, say in the in my scene, so if I go to scenes, the game menu, if I go here and then in my shed menu, I go to shed and then it displays the it'll display like a whole bunch of slots, and that references my inventory object, which is in my files somewhere. Right. This is a problem. Do this. So I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, scriptable object. It is kind of fancy. It's basically a game object. It's basically a game object where you can put a whole bunch of components on it and stuff, except it doesn't have a transform. That's basically what it is. So then it kind of turns into something savable. But what I know everything I need to know from scriptable objects. What I need to figure out is how to the best way to convert a bunch of strings and floats from a scriptable object into a text file or a JSON. Because obviously, yeah, we need a method up here. I just thought of a method. We need to bool check if object if savable. Check if savable. And then we'll pass in savable data. No, it doesn't. So it doesn't have any methods for changing into what is its API? I don't know. It's just C#, dude. I'll show you what one looks like. System. Let's go setting system. So this is a scriptable object I created. What's a better one? What's an easy one? These are scriptable objects. Yeah, they are. Okay, so basically this is a base ability. This is a scriptable object. These are basically fields, right? And then I don't know what that means, bro. What are scriptable objects default IO? What does that mean? Input, output. Fuck knows, dude. It's just magic, bro. I don't know what it does so much, except for that it's practically a game object, except without a position in space. It's a class. It's not a function. Yeah. So we inherit from classes. Nah, so classes are like containers of methods. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with like C# or object oriented programming. You're familiar with like yeah. So a scriptable object, the base ability is inheriting scriptable object, and scriptable objects like a class that has heaps of functionality behind it, right? But we don't use much of it. Yeah, okay, yeah. Basically you just need to know base ability is inherent from scriptable object. And then if we go here, these are set things I have specified. And so this is what the stuff I want to save. So the public string ability description and public string ability name, that's the type of stuff I want to save. So if I go to data and abilities, and I have it here, hands hit, like that's my ability name and ability description, and this is a scriptable object. So now I can just kind of drag in hand hit onto my like player, and it'll basically have the details of that ability on the player. Right? That's the cool thing about them. But what I want to do is I want to have like instead of just abilities, I want to have like player inventory, and I want to be like, all right, I want this to save to the disk because I don't need these saved to the disk. Nothing's going to change these, but I want certain items to when they have different um, like capacity or durability to save to the disk, right? So, but I want it as simple as like, all right, I've created an inventory, and now I want this inventory to save to the disk. Drag the inventory on, and then my magic script goes, yeah, boys, we need to save this and load this and keep this up to standard and reflect what's written on the disk. It's basically what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going about this the right way at all, which is my issue. But we'll get there. Yeah, so the problem is if I inherit, the problem is I read that JSON doesn't which is a method of what I'm saving doesn't work with inheritance, which is a problem because I'm going to have like I'm gonna have like say inventory, and then I'm gonna have in inventory like a list of items, right? An array of items, and then those items are gonna have stuff like name, description, etc. Right? But for an item in an inventory, right? Yeah. So each item's gonna have this, or more like it'll have like durability and capacity. Right? No, that won't work. Capacity, right? So I got inventory. Each inventory has a bunch of item data, and each of the item data have this, right? And now I need to save all this to the to the disk, but I don't know the way. I'm trying to figure out the way to save it to the disk. And I'm trying to put it, yeah. I'm trying to make it because I don't know the method. I don't know whether or not I can go, if it's going to be easy for me for all these different methods of just going through the list of item datas and checking it like this. Whether or not to use scriptable objects or to have it just system.serializable. Yeah, so I'd have to loop through each element. That's correct. So I loop through each element in the inventory, and then I get the durability. But this has to do that without knowing what item data actually is. Yeah, right. So XML can do it, which is the way I'm doing it currently. But the problem is I want there to be JSON to do it with JSON and player prefs as well. So with JSON, you can't. We Googled and it said we couldn't do inheritance. So now I have to think. Okay, so if it can't do inheritance, I need to know the best way of serializing data for JSON and for XML. And how we would go about doing it. And if we're going to be using scriptable objects, which in the case of XML is fine, or JSON, which in the case of scriptable objects or just simple classes, which are called pods. JSON is super easy to make from any other hierarchical format, I feel like. If it's XML, it's most of the way to JSON. Yeah. Well, the reason why I want JSON is because it can be used in multiple different places, right? So most platforms support JSON. So that's fine. Most things support JSON. We need a save entry here. Yeah, can you let the places translate to JSON? Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't know. Oh, we actually need the savable data. Check if savable. Okay, so on the editor, check if data savable. Yeah. Okay. I think I have a better idea of what we're doing now. So we need to check if it's savable, which is going to be our magic method that we don't know what it does yet. We don't know how to do that, but it needs to do that. We'll figure a way. We'll figure a way to do it in code when we get to it. I'm pretty sure we're good to go. Where the fuck is my vape? There it is, hiding. Getting another NO, boys. I'll be back. Um, okay, so save blueprint. It's going to check if the data is savable. So this needs to go display savable message, something like that. So this is going to prevent us from putting in scriptable objects that can't be saved. Okay. I'm going to remove that. That's overkill. We can just have autosave on specific variables here. We call the save group to save. We'll loop through each of the save entries. Fine. In this, it needs to create folders. Void create. We need blueprint. Okay, so I come across something. I want there to be folders, so save folders as well. So for example, I got all the save groups. I got all my saves here, I've set it up, and now we save and load from this particular area. I want to be able to save and load from this particular area with the same parameters. So I need to like um got 4 comments. I've missed them all. Oh, I missed all this. Um, room is there. Room is there. I just need to work out how we save files. So we got all of those. We just need a folder. So like we need to go parent path or something like that. Want the same except let's go. Let's make a SO string value parent path or like folder. Something like Okay, that's good. Alright, now we need a variable called saves displayer. And this can be like our editor window. And this should just display window stuff. Right, I'm kind of over trying to plan this. I want to implement it. I think I know enough now. And it's just the save folders still. How are we going to do the save folders? So I need to load save group. So all of this should be doing it specified to what the parent path is. Initialize auto saving events. So to go save specific entry. Then it'll save depending on whatever the parent path is. So we actually kind of want to watch this, because if it changes, we actually need to save all the data before we switch. Then we need to load all the data. So we need to go, need to watch it. So value, process, parent path change. This, it should have functions for load all. Put like a thing here. Just go save data at path. Save data. We can go now save okay, so we're saving okay, but we're not loading okay. That's our issue now. Load data at path. Don't know how we're gonna load at all. We need to have reference. We need to go ref. I think. Okay, we need to go how to loop through all serialized data. Let's see. So it will be so that would be the info. This is when I'm initializing the scene. See. "23 properties, my ability controller dot ability." This. Go on the unselected actions. I need to see if I can use reflection from a base. Like, I need this. I need to go public virtual void. Well, let's just do this. Initializability. And let's give it base ability base. Base ability. Do that, and then we go base ability dot get type. Properties. It's not gonna work. I know it's not. How to get inherited type with flexion. So I can get an object. I can go like object. Do this. Let's do base ability first and see. So we'll go to wherever this is now throwing an error. Initialize ability, this, and let's pass in ability. The base ability should, this, I'm pretty sure, should show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One. Maybe it doesn't read protected. Base variable. This ability. Let's just print the get type. This ability, get type. Just copy this. This should just show base ability. What? Dude, it's getting the type. Yes, dude. Oh. So the 4, I think, is this. Serialize, serialize. Then I go to spray ability. Ability? Oh. Okay, I'm confused at the properties. Not sure why they're 4. Maybe because it's this one, this one, this one. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure why. So let's go properties. This is what I'll be doing in the T info. T. What I'll be doing in the script in my safeguard. I'll be getting the properties and getting the value. Get value object. base ability bug.log. Okay, so it prints default spray, sprays insects nicely. That's the description, ability name, ability description. I don't know what that is. Data, ability, spray, default spray. How is it getting that? None. Oh, because it's coming off the hit ability, dude. What about hit radius and everything else like that? Because they're private, they're not being displayed. But damage amount and everything. I don't know, but I think it's going to work, whatever the case is. I think we're going to be able to do it. That's nice. What's the time? We got a minimum of half hour left. Right. Well, I'll go to the toilet. I'll come back and keep going. Thing again here. I'm pretty sure we can do this by using reflection. Must be its name or something. Can I get the name of the property? I don't know what that means, but we're trying it. We actually only have ability name and ability description, but it knows it's a spray ability. So we would need to make all our we would need to make them actually properties for them to be able to save. Safeguard base ability. Go something like property dot get value. Right. Being a dickhead. I'm too busy thinking of the game I'm going to play after this. um, property dot get method builds or something. Build. That's fine. That's fine. We can work with this. We can 100% work with this. Let's just double check that it's good. So let's go here in the spray ability, public float by test float. Test float. I don't know why I spent so much time on that. Let's do this and see if it comes up. Okay. Test float comes up. Okay. Nice. Um. Um. That should work. Alright, so now we know that this is happening. Can I add anything else? Let's delete this. Yeah, we'll be able to do this. Be able to do this. Alright, that's enough. We set out our goal today, which was planning it. Now it's just a matter of now it's just a matter of doing it. So I am ending this one here. So thanks for all who tuned in. I don't think anyone's watching at the moment. We did have a few people on today. Nice. I will probably might give Sunday, which is tomorrow, a miss. So I'll probably be working back on the game on Monday. Monday we'll start writing the code for the save god, and then hopefully get that finalized by Tuesday, Wednesday, and then go back to Aussie Salute and work on Aussie Salute again. Just taking a bit of a break from Aussie Salute because I was getting a bit bored of it. So, but we'll be back with a vengeance sometime next week. All right, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one. Ciao.